Later today, the 72-year-old grandfather accused of beating and killing two of his family members will be in court. The investigation shocked neighbors in the Kings Crossing community on the south side last week after learning about their deaths. 3 News reporter Ashley Gonzalez joins us live in the newsroom with what we can expect. Ashley.
John Thomas, this is truly a disturbing case. Detectives say Mohammad Sahi walked up to neighbors and police last week covered in blood, telling them he killed his family. Officers arrived Thursday around 8:30 in the morning on Denane Drive and St. Laurent to discover the bodies of 47-year-old Nargis Zaman and 18-year-old Hamid Zaman inside their home. Both were dead. 21-year-old Hamid Zaman was found still breathing in his bedroom but had suffered severe head and facial trauma. He was rushed to the Bay Area hospital. The victims were identified as Sahi's daughter and 2 grandsons. Investigators say Sahi beat them with a stick. The family owns 2 jewelry stores in town, one at La Palmera Mall and the other at the Trade Center. The past Saturday, a vigil was held in honor of the victims. Organizers said these lives were taken too soon.
My heart just dropped, you know, I was just like, I was lost for words, like it didn't kick in until later.
Sahi faces charges of capital murder and aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. His bond was set at $2.75 million. The case is headed to the 105th District Court later this morning, with Judge Jack Pulcher's courtroom today, later at 1:30. John Thomas, the motive for this killing remains unknown. 3 News will be here covering the story throughout the day. Reporting live in the newsroom, Ashley Gonzalez.
Thank you, Ashley. We appreciate it.